What to do with your crusty old 401k that's been sitting who knows where for who knows how long, ever since you rage quit your job back in the panini. Okay, so first of all, let's get one thing clear. When I talk about a 401k, this also applies to your 403b, okay? So your very first option, which is my least favorite option, is you could technically just leave it there, but the reason I don't particularly like this option is because your old employer could change custodians at any time. Custodian is just like the person that holds the 401k, and then you're like, where did my money go? That happened to me and I didn't like it. Like, it's still your money, but it's just like annoying having to hunt it down. And like when they did that to me, they didn't even tell me who they moved it to. So like I had to call HR and everything. So we don't love that option. So the second option that you could do, which I also don't love, is I guess technically you could cash out your 401k. But the reason we don't want to cash out our 401k is that number one, you're going to have to pay taxes on all of that. And that could be a lot of money that you're going to owe in taxes. And number two, you're going to owe a penalty. I don't want to pay penalties. Plus, if we go back to the reason of why you started investing in your 401k in the first place is because you wanted to save money for your future, right? I'll spare you the math details, but it's really, really difficult to make up for all the money that you pull out of your 401k if you do that every time you leave your job, or even if you do it once. So just don't do that if you can avoid it. Now, the third option, which is probably my second favorite option, is you could just roll over your 401k into your new 401k. Like if you have a 401k or a 403b at your new job, you could just roll that bad boy on over. The only times that I would recommend doing this, though, is if you actually like the 401k and it's low fees and it's got good investment option. The fourth option, which is my favorite option, is you can just roll that bad boy into a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. Now, you can only do like for like. So if it's a traditional 401k, then you got to roll it over into a traditional IRA. If it's a Roth 401k, you got to roll it over into a Roth 401k, all right? Mostly just because like that's how they treat it in the taxes, and so you got to keep the tax treatment the same in order to avoid having to pay taxes that you don't want to have to pay. The good news is you do not have to do it all by yourself. If you do it all by yourself, you have to do like a bunch of paperwork, and that's really annoying. And so I actually used a company. This is not an ad. I just love them. I used a company called Capitalize, and they did it for me for free twice. So yeah. Oh. I think we all saw that coming. I do have an affiliate link though, so if you want to comment Capitalize to get my link, you can do that, or you can just Google them. Now here's the thing, when you roll that money from your 401k over to a traditional IRA, you are responsible for picking your own investments, okay? So go watch some of my other videos about how to pick your own investment. Or I also have a 90-minute free training that you can learn what types of investments to pick and how to do it yourself. Just comment training and I'll send that to you. Okay.